Protesters shouted down Denver School Board Director Tay Anderson today ahead of the board's meeting to discuss censuring him. Darius Johnson was there, joining us live from outside DPS headquarters. Darius, this is obviously a very divisive issue that kind of boiled over today. What did they say? What happened?
Hey there, Alex. You know, there was a 6-1 vote from those on the school board to censure Tay Anderson, and this all comes after a months-long investigation into sexual allegations involving more than 60 high school students. Now, that meeting, it lasted more than an hour, and each board member shared their account of the investigation and their views of Anderson. One board member gave her own personal account of unwanted sexual interactions when she was younger. She says it still bothers her because she never spoke up. The president of the school board gave the final vote, who seemed slightly hesitant at that time, but assured Anderson they will continue to move forward.
Some may feel this resolution is too strong. Others will say it did not go far enough. What I can say is a step forward. We are accountable for our actions and must hold each other accountable. The report details behavior that would have been grounds for disciplinary action for any DPS employee who behaved in the same manner. But as duly elected officials, we have no power over each other. Outside of a resolution to censure, there is no disciplinary action we can take.
Now, moments before the meeting, you can see Anderson was met by a handful of protesters and supporters. He knew going in that he would be fully censured. Now, after he started to hear multiple accounts from his colleagues, he immediately called for a recess, and then he began to speak in detail about the many threats he and his family have received since the allegations were made public. The board admits that Anderson cooperated by providing them the messages between a 16 and 17-year-old girl that he was found to be flirtatious with, which the board disapproved of that behavior while he held the position of a board member. Here's what he had to say before entering that meeting.
I will not resign. I will stay on the board until 2023, and we will continue the work we started in 2019.
Now, you can see he spoke very strongly there. After that meeting, he came outside and he was a lot more emotional, and he answered questions during that time. He did tell us that they are exploring all legal options right now. I continue to ask him if those legal options will be toward those who made the sexual allegations or toward the board. He was not clear on that. However, Alex, multiple times today, Tay actually expressed how this vote to censure him is unprecedented and is actually the first of its history in Denver Public Schools.
You certainly don't hear about that. We've been watching this play out for so long, and this certainly is not the end of this story.